Hi everybody, welcome to the channel for the fourth battle of the French Interregio. We are facing another favorite of the tournament, the team called Le Village, and I was paired against their Dwarven old player, so the second Dwarven old matchup for me in this tournament. Pairing went quite well. As you can see, we had 4 positive matchup, 1 equal and 1 negative, so we felt okay with that. You know, my list, this was my opponent's list, so it's basically quite MSU type of dwarf with a lot of seeker. I think it's seeker team, we could say. 3 unit of seeker, 1 vengeance seeker, 2 big seeker character. Then he had a solid magic with a big block of greybeard. He has a multiple small unit of clan warrior, a unit of deep watch to put also some character within. As you can see, he has also some small character that are quite cheap that can also act as chaff. Then he had 4 bolt thrower, and I think that's more or less it. We were playing Breakthrough, and below you have the spell selection, nothing crazy here to mention. I picked mainly range damage because I wanted to hurt the Seekers. Monster Seekers as the main threat in this matchup for me because they can do a lot of damage against especially my Gigantic. I have tools to kill a Seeker unit. They are my prime range damage target. 4 bolt thrower, meaning I need to hide my Overlord and use covers with him. If I can, I would be happy to start and do damage from distance and then try to engage. My estimation was slightly positive. So regarding the deployment, I won the roll for side, and basically here no big, I think nothing special to mention. I had several options to cut the map, and I picked the following. I think, nothing crazy to say here. And he elected to let me start. I didn't want to start, which I happily did. If it was a good idea or not, I don't know. It was nice to finish on Breakthrough because you can make some big move, but at the same time I felt it's also about range damage, board control. So I was happy to start doing damage before he's able to cast any rune to protect his unit. So I drop everything for first turn, dropping on the left the Rocket Titan, on the right the Naphtha Titan, Overlord on the bottom. Then we have Slave near the Bastion, we have Vassal in the back, and the Lugars right here. And his deployment, he pulled the Bolt Thrower in the back, he put some Seekers here without character, here Seeker with the character Strength 10, then here the other Seeker guy, Clan Warrior, the big block with multiple character. Here you have the Stubborn guy with 2 characters as well. And here below, I just forgot that he had a Vanguard. And here you can see you have the Vengeance Seeker. So he was able to Vanguard out of my line of sight, which as you will see after is not so dramatic, is potentially interesting for me, as you will see. So let's start with my turn 1. I'm able to push, and I straight get a correction of my mistake. Basically, I cover all the angle. This unit is not going to be able to escape. And I get a turn 1 shot with the Naphtha Thrower, which is not so bad. It's in the flank, meaning I'm going to get a lot of hits, cause a panic check if he flees, potentially out of the table, so not so bad, actually. Then I push pretty much everything as I could. In a magic phase, I got a breast weapon and kill 4 Seeker. We'll do also some further job with, I think, maybe another spell or some bow shooting, I think, did also some wounds. And then the Naphtha shot here plus the Overlord just enough to cause a panic check, but he passes it. And I think that's what it is, more or less. His turn 1, pushes block forward. As you can see, the first Seeker unit, I did some good job on it. I killed basically 6 model, meaning he retreats slightly to the side, which I like because this part of the map is pretty under control with my single model. So obviously it can cause some trouble with the character against these 2 models, but it's kind of a bottleneck. Took time to move around with multi-movement 3 units, so I was fine with that. Yeah. That's pretty much it. So he pushes slightly. In the magic phase, he got out target and -1 to wound on the big brick in case I wanted to multi-charge it. Everything was in front, obviously, and he killed just 1 Lugar, I think, with the Bolt Thrower, so no big success. My turn 2, I took the charge with the Lugar. I think it was a mid-range, like a 6 I needed. I got the charge off, so felt quite happy about it. I think, I have 2 strength 6 attack each in comparison to his 1 strength 4 attack. And character that also have nothing crazy about just 1 or 2 strength 4 attack. So I felt pretty confident about that. He has a counter charge only with these guys, 1 guy in base contact, nothing crazy. And I have then the Kalim Titan ready to counter charge on my next turn. So I felt this is nice. I can just chaff those guys with the slaves. I prepare a second round of chaff in case I need to, and the Bastion will start to do some work on this Seeker unit this round. So I just push the Bastion, get a 12-inch range to those guys. Yeah. Those guys moved a bit, but as you can see, the Vassal, no big plan here. And on the bottom part of the map, yeah, obviously it's looking that way. Just turn around because of the big wings. Looking just that way and just stalling his advance on his strong flank, basically. But yeah, feeling happy. I did some work on them. Now I'm going to get rid of them. The combat should go fine. I'm chaffing them. I have multiple chaff ready if I need to. And in the meantime, I do damage both from range and combat. So going well. I get a Grave Call off on those guys, which was 4 dice to 5, so I was a bit lucky. I'm able to boost it, so strength 6. I'm going to kill 4 Seeker with that, and then get all my shooting on it. I failed the breast weapon on 2 dice, also worth mentioning, so could have been even worth. But yeah, with all the shooting, I just leave 1 guy alive, so really good job done here. And then, what else? Close combat, yeah, didn't went as expected at all. He strikes before me, he kills 6 of my guy with like, he had like what, 10 attack from the unit, strength 4, plus maybe 3 or 4 from the character, but not more, like 14 attack on the 3+, 4+, and then I have a 5 up, and he killed like 6 guys, so I was a bit astonished. And then my turn to strike with, how wide am I? 2, 4, 6, I think, so 18, 19 attack. And I managed only to do 3 wounds, meaning I lost combat. I was on a 6 rerollable. I passed the check, fortunately, but I definitely didn't expect to lose combat with a full brick of Lugar against 15 Deep Watch and 2 non-kitted characters. So that was a huge surprise for me. Anyway, not too bad since I passed the break check. So he double charged the chaff piece with the little block and the big block, moved back his Seeker into the main action, which makes sense. And he created kind of a traffic jam, which I found interesting because I saw immediately some opportunities to take advantage from. So we will see how that goes. And yeah, nothing else to mention. I think just moving around in the strong flank with 2 scoring units, which I'm trying to get rid of. In the Magic Face, he got a -1 to wound in the close combat. I think the big one. So it's protecting him a bit better, and also got a -1 to wound on the main brick in case I want to charge. The bolt thrower tried to hit at the Bastion, but yeah, with soft cover and toughness 5, it's kind of hard to do wounds. And he kills the slave or overrun with both, because first he resolved that fight, and again I lost this time by 2. So this time he had a buff on him, which makes it a bit harder for me to wound. But still, and I lost by 2, and I failed my 7 rollable check, meaning I was able to pursue. Fortunately, he didn't get me, so I moved over and ended up right here. He ended up in front of my Bastion, chaffing effectively my Bastion, meaning those 2 guys can easily overrun and putting more pressure in my backline. So he had the middle right part of the map, which was quite in control, but I still have solutions. My turn 3, I charge the Deep Watch in the flank with my Kadim Titan, turn around the Bastion to shoot basically either at Seeker or the big unit, chaff them again. Here I find a good placement where I put my Kadim Titan in front of warriors, meaning neither the character nor the unit can charge the Kadim Titan, so I felt this is perfect. I can shoot to those guys in the short range. He has no charges overall whatsoever, so I felt this is really interesting positioning for me. And yeah, this guy moved to the side, so basically I try to stay hidden from the bolter at the moment, but I felt this is also yeah, still covering the angles. I would like to have been a bit closer to the impassable maybe to do more stuff, but at the moment that's the positioning. I'm basically was covering the angles as well at some point with the Seeker. Maybe it was possible for me to, if I look, no, I was too far away from the impassable still. In a Magic Phase, I'm going to get a breast weapon off, do some wounds on the big unit. Nafta Thrower will do some job on the Seekers. I kill like 4 something, so good job done. And then, yeah, I think that's more or less it. No, I didn't kill that much. I think I killed only 2, so not that much actually with the Nafta Thrower. I expected more. And then close combat here, I kill pretty much everybody, but it's still stubborn. He has just a couple of guys alive, so I'm going to be free on my turn, which is perfect because I don't get shot at his turn. His turn 3, yeah, he moved those guys in the front facing me. I think I might have shoot with the Bastion at the Seekers, or use the breast weapon. I think I used the breast weapon here. No, I had to shoot as well. I think I used everything at them and I didn't do that much. Anyway, he double charged again my chaff. In the meantime, I rallied those remaining Lugas. And here, we had a bit of a disagreement because on my turn, when I get into this positioning, I told him, your character cannot move out of the unit, even if those guys charge. And on his turn, I told me, yeah, but my character is right here, I can charge. I didn't hear you well. So, the type of situation that you don't like in the game. To be honest, I think I didn't react it perfectly at all. I didn't want to get into argument. I just tried to tell him, yeah, on your turn, on my turn, you agree on that. You see my positioning. I think it's quite clear what I want to achieve. And to be honest, it was impossible to recognize his character from the other models. So that's it. But I think my reaction, what it should have been, because we can talk a lot about what's right, what's wrong. But I think what I should have proposed him is basically then. Fine, maybe you didn't hear me well, you told me yes, but you didn't understand why. So I think it's clear my intention. If you see this picture, I think it's quite clear what I want to achieve. So in that case, just let me correct the position of the Kalim Titan, because I have enough movement to just be a couple of inches more to the top, for example. Even if that leaves him maybe a long charge or something. But yeah, I mean, we could have figured out this kind of solution. I think would have been way better, because now I was just in total control of the situation, and now I'm getting... in a bad position just due to a stupid misunderstanding, which is always a bit annoying, the type of stuff that you like to avoid in the battles. So yeah, I just went, okay, yeah, do as you feel. Insisted that he didn't hear me well, so that's how it was. But the next time I know that in this kind of situation, I need to try to propose another solution, which would be in the middle. Obviously, you can always refuse to do it. I mean, the position of the models is the position how it is. But I think it would have been good for me to propose a middle solution. Anyway, that's just a game, so yeah, I feel no need here to try to go into arguments. In Magic Phase, I -call, -1 to hit, so here I feel I still have a chance, to be honest, because it's the guy that hasn't strength 10, meaning he needs to wound me. I think he has like 5 attack, if I'm not mistaken, like hinting on 3s or 2s. And then wounding on 4s, and then I have a ward save. He does multi-wound 2, but it's not sure at all that he kills me, and I have still plenty of attack on those dwarves, and I can stomp him. So it's not sure that Titan is dead. It's not a good situation, but it's not the worth. He got -1 to wound on the big block here in Magic. Yeah, I think that was basically it. And close combat didn't went well. Basically, I was able to pass 3 times through my ward save. And did 6 wounds to me, and then the little dwarf strength 4 managed to do the little 6 that missed to kill my Titan. So it was pretty annoying, but that's how it is. He killed those guys, turn around with the big brick. Those guys, I think, continue to overrun. And here I kill the remaining guys, and I think that's my turn. Maybe like a Runic Smith was fleeing. I post-combat pivot with the Titan because I saw a nice combo charge. So on my turn, it was time. Titan in the flank, Bastion in the face, and the Lugas also. I got 2 model in base contact, basically 4 model attacking, which should be enough to deal with the big brick, because I have the ranks, I have the strengths, I have everything I need. So it should be enough. And then when I pursue, I plan to get Kalim Titan into them. There is a strong character, obviously, but again, I have a ward save. I can stomp, plenty of attack, reroll to wound. I mean, I could also sometime have a bit more luck than at the bottom of the map, basically. Here I turn around trying to get some shot to kill the last guy from the scoring unit, because breakthrough matters as well. And those guys also turn around. And yeah, we figured out that we are only going to play turn 4, which is, yeah, it's really sad. I felt the remaining turn I could have got more point, definitely. So a bit sad. Got the Overlord into a charge in the 6 remaining Seekers, trying to get rid of them, get more points. That's it. Magic Phase. I haven't taken note, but I think I cast at least to get. I think I tried like the ward save and something else. The ward save, I think, on the Titan, which he let go, and then I got that an attribute flaming to get reroll to wound on my attack. I think that was the idea, and he dispelled the other spell, which was, I think, the Toxic Breath. Shooting, I didn't manage to kill the last guy. Here, it went perfectly. I killed 5 out of 6, meaning I'm stuck in combat, which is perfect. I don't get shot at by multiple ball throwers. Then this close combat didn't went as good as expected. I killed only 6. With 6 attack from the Kalim Titan on reroll to wound, the stomp on reroll to wound, D3 plus 1 impact, the 3 attack strength 6 from the BSB, the breast, the couple of attack from the Bastion, like 10 attack, and the 6 attack from the Lugars, reroll to wound. All of that combined did only 6 wounds. He managed to do 7 wounds to me. He had a check on a 7 rollable, and fortunately for me, he failed that. I pursued with everything towards this direction. I caught both the Runic Smith who was fleeing, so I destroyed him, and this unit. So yeah, that's not too bad, but I was really scared he would pass this check, and then it's really complicated for me because he can just counter charge here, and that's going to be annoying. So yeah. Getting surprising result in close combat this game. And yeah, his last turn, I think he was stuck in combat. I'm going to kill him here. We are stuck in combat as well. It got some runes, and then close combat. I think I killed the Seeker, and the character, I leave him alive on 1 wound. He did some wounds on me, but like 4 wounds. Here he broke me with like 9 dwarf charging 20 vassals. And he did like a perfect and auto break me. So I was also surprised by that. He was able to overrun into my my deployment zone, which didn't matter because he had also this guy alive to break through. So yeah, losing secondary, and that's it. So it ended up being only a 13-7. I think I completely forgot about the breakthrough. Also the time, I should have kept the time better and see how much time we have left and try to have a better plan for breakthrough. Here I completely messed up. I should have got a higher score on this battle, so I was a bit frustrated about myself. Also the misunderstanding, which has a huge impact on points. I mean, it cost me a Kalim Titan, it cost me probably the secondary, because I think I can continue to shoot from behind and stay hidden, continue to move and be annoying for him, and I think it's really hard to break through in that condition. So yeah, solid game plan, I have to say, on the post-game analysis on a macro level, because I was able to tear apart Seeker quite early on with my range damage. Going south with most of his Seeker allowed me to push in the middle. Secondary, I think the vassals, I will show you afterwards on the graph, but should have focused. When I see the deployment, I think I should have taken a decision on where the vassal should end up at turn 4, I mean, to be safe and be sure that I have 2 scoring units in his deployment zone as soon as possible. Turn 2 and turn 3, I think, yeah, the Deep Watch overperforming surprised me. Then me, on turn 4, the other close combat, I mean, I expected him to be auto-break. I mean, I sent Lugars, a Titan in the flank, and the Bastion in the face. I mean, against a strength 4 Greybard, so I expected to go through easily. But it was far from that. I mean, he lost only by 2. So yeah, close combat really disappointing, I could say, and surprised by the outcome. I felt those 2 combats were safe ones, wasn't so safe. And yeah, the turn 3, the big misunderstanding, I think, leading to a losing a lot of points. But here, to remember for me, I could have handled the situation better. I think that's the key learning point. The rest, we can argue a lot about who's right, who's wrong. Doesn't matter at all. The game is finished. It's more about next time that similar issue happen, which can always happen. I mean, you try to agree with your opponent. I try to say a lot what are my intention and to agree on my movement phase because it made things easier, but can always happen that the opponent didn't understand, and then you need to figure out a middle solution that makes sense for the game. And I still have the feeling at the end that I would have won more points if we play 6 turn. I think I had more chance for breakthrough to start. And as you can see, he hasn't much bodies left. I mean, we're at the end of turn 4. He has pretty much nothing left. He has 1 guy here with 1 wound left. Here the Seeker character is somewhere alone. This guy is alone. This guy is alone. Couple of dwarves. He has like 14 dwarves alive plus 4 war machine. I mean, seems totally feasible for me to get rid of what's left. Yeah, this unit killed my vassal, so this unit as well, but I still have a good amount of bodies to take more points, so felt I had a good chance, but I should have also managed the time better. And let's have a look of what I should have done with the vassals to finish this analysis. I think from turn 1, you see the vassal are blocked. Those guys didn't move the whole game more or less and got at the end killed by this little unit that went through 2 units of slaves and then kill them with 9 guy alive. So I think here they have no purpose other than getting some bow shots, and as you can see, I have no normal seeker unit that can hit well from this positioning. As soon as he take this angle, I think I need to go 3 or 2 wide or 5 wide, doesn't matter, and move north. And the same with those guys, need to go 5 wide, move forward, and then on turn 4 I need to have those 2 units. And I mean, after that, if I play correctly, I can stop him for getting more than 1 unit, and I should be totally fine. So yeah, I could have got definitely more points here. Plenty to learn from, but the round went really good, so my missed opportunity didn't matter at all, because we got 319. Max, who was in a hard game against Orc and Goblin with a lot of bodies and a very strong player, got a 6, and then we got a 10 on the last matchup, which meant we ended up capping Le Village, so definitely a very good win for us. We were leading the tournament after 4 rounds, and we get the last round against a good part of the Team France, which is the region of the Captain Benji. And he had a couple of ETC player, and I think a couple we were not in the team but also in his group. So definitely a solid team to end up to play the final against. So going to be very exciting to see if we can retain our title. Guys, that's all for this battle report. Very interesting for me to analyze the mistake that I did. Ended up well on points, but definitely I felt that I didn't play well on the secondary. So things to improve for the next battles. Thanks a lot for watching. Talk to you soon on my channel. Bye.